Okay, guys, so this is a video that it's been a long term coming for us to do. These are the top 10 considerations when rolling with ladies in Jiu Jitsu. First, say hello to my good friend, Coach Ethan. Coach Ethan is going to start with the top 10 consideration when grappling with ladies in Jiu Jitsu.
Yeah, so consideration number 10 is encouragement. You want to be very encouraging to your lady opponent or partner, however you want to say it, and to make sure that they're having a good time. Make sure they come back. You maybe give them some high fives or fist bumps, and be very upbeat, because that might make or break whether they continue their jiu-jitsu journey.
Very good. Consideration number 9, and this is a topic nobody wants to talk about, but it's important, and we're going to talk about it right now, and that's appropriateness. Okay, guys, be appropriate when grappling with the ladies, and I know you know what I mean by that.
Consideration number 8, we want to talk about not using your strength. All right, if you're out there benching 405 and maybe they can only bench 115, you don't want to just bulldoze them into the ground and make sure they can't even move. You want to be very nice about it and make sure they can still work their stuff while you're using the correct amount of strength.
Perfect. All right, consideration number 7 is don't use your weight. All right, this is actually applies for white belts as well. Guys and ladies, when they first start jiu-jitsu, you want to encourage them to come back. If you weigh 250 pounds, you're not going to smash a guy in the face or a lady in the face or put all your weight on them. Don't do that. You wouldn't do that to your sister starting jiu-jitsu. You wouldn't do that to your mom starting jiu-jitsu. And so don't do it to the ladies that first start jiu-jitsu. Don't use all your weight on them.
Exactly. And that brings us into our next one, number 6, which is using technique. Technique is so important because it shows that you're progressing, you're learning, and it helps you refine your skills, and it'll even maybe show them the correct way on how to do certain different techniques and moves and things of that nature. So use correct and precise technique.
Very well. Okay, number 5, consideration number 5 when rolling with the ladies. All right, guys, this is for everybody. Don't smell bad. Wash your gi, wash your rash guard. You may or may not want to wash your belt. That's for another video. But make sure you are hygienically sound before you get on the mats.
And also consider the position, right? So again, we talked about not using your weight. If you're much larger and you're on the top position, side control, mount, what have you, that's going to be very difficult for them to work or practice or use anything, right? So maybe that's where you can take the time to play some open or closed guard so you can fine-tune that skill and get better with your sweeps and submissions from there.
Perfect. All right, consideration number 3. This is the best way for me to explain when you guys come into our school. Hey, how should I roll? How should I grapple with the ladies? And this is the analogy that I use. We all have a sister, maybe. Coach Ethan has a sister. We all have a mother, for sure. And a lot of us have a wife. All right, think about if your mother, your sister, or your wife came to you and said, hey, you've talked so much about jiu-jitsu. I want to start jiu-jitsu. Can I come to a class? It would make you so happy. All right, so when they came to class for the first time, you would be there. You would be protective of them. You would make sure to take care of them. You would make sure they didn't get hurt. You would make sure everybody was encouraging them because you want them to come back.
That's true. Just to put my 2 cents on there, I know if any of my sisters were to come in, or even my mom were to come in and start training jiu-jitsu, I'd want to make sure that they're having the best time possible, learning as much as they can, making new friends, things of that nature. That way, they don't get discouraged on their jiu-jitsu journey, because again, you got a big heart for them, so you want to make sure they're having a good time.
Okay, top 10 consideration when rolling with the ladies. To wrap all this up is be a gentleman. We want to create a culture at our school. Most of the people want to create this culture in which you're encouraging to everybody, including the ladies. So make sure that you give them a lot of high fives. Make sure you encourage them, learn their name. Make sure you take the time when they first come into your school to show them how to get out from side mount, how to get out from mount, or what have you. So to wrap all this up, make sure you create a culture where the ladies are considered and where they have a culture in which they thrive.
And if you got any questions, leave them in the comments below.